And we're live.
Here we are.
We're live.
Look at us doing big things.
Live. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if this is going to record. I mean, I hope it records. If not, we'll have to somehow find it again.
Hasn't that been the story of our existence, Chaz? Just fumbling our way through life.
Listen, it's called FIO. Figure it out. Listen, we're going to figure it out some way or another. I mean, that's pretty much how I've gotten through my life. Shit happens and you figure it out. So we'll see what happens. But
we'll fake it till we make it.
This is our first trying to go live on the Facebook page, and I'm trying to see if there's a way to see if people. I don't even know if people can chat or how we see it. I don't know. I have no idea.
Technology is not my friend, sir. I'm just here to chat with you and have a ginger ale while I'm at it.
So speaking of chatting, I have some exciting news. We have our official first sponsor.
What?
We have a sponsor. Dubby energy drink.
What? For our show?
I got sponsored by Dubby. So whether it's for this show or anything I do, I got sponsored by Dubby. And if you go to, there it is, Dubby.com, and you use Chaz Mosh as your promo code, you get 10% off.
Look at that.
Yeah. So this is actually my favorite flavor so far. Cali O Cream. It's kind of tastes like a creamsicle.
Oh, I love creamsicle flavor.
And then this is so this one's kind of cool too. But the cool part about it, this is a mystery flavor. I haven't even opened it yet. I just got this one in the mail yesterday. I got this cool little koozie. No, it's not a koozie. It's a shaker.
Like a thermos thing, huh?
Yeah. I guess a shaker. Yeah. So it's an energy drink. I really like it. Remember, I told you I was all jacked up and I was excited to get on here. That's brought to you by Dubby.
See, when you said we got a sponsor, I thought you meant those folks reached out and said, "Hey, Chaz, that guy you've been chatting with on the internet is super attractive. What a personality. We want to sponsor you to keep talking to that guy."
Yeah, because they want to keep bringing you back with your Harry Potter glasses. So, yeah.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you to make fun of my glasses.
Oh, I noticed it right off the bat, but I had to say it. Dick. I always thought of good stuff off camera.
Dick. Hey, I also saw your.
We have 3 viewers.
What up, viewers?
We have 4 viewers, and we have 2 likes.
Hey,
Bill Garvin and JC Jones.
Well, we like you, Bill and JC.
We appreciate you watching this babble because I don't know how to communicate with you guys in this. I know some way because I don't know if I told you I did the thing with Luke Gallows, and did I tell you about this?
No.
So they got their release from WWE, and they did their drinking with brothers or brothers with booze or boozing with the brothers or something like that. And they asked me to join. So I chimed in and they did it all over. It was through Zoom is how they did it. But it was cool because they had the chat. So in Zoom, you can go live and you can do the chat and everyone was putting in comments and stuff. But the really cool part for me is, my very first match I ever had was against Adam Bomb.
Yeah.
It was against Adam Bomb. Brian was on the thing. He was in the Zoom. So other than me wrestling him twice, doing job matches for him, I've never met him outside of that. So what they were able to do is bring people on. Like Brian was up there on the main screen and he was unmuted, like everyone else is muted. And I was still muted at the time because Luke hadn't brought me on. And I put in the chat room that Adam, Brian was my first match I ever had. And Luke blew his top. He was like, "Hold on, we got breaking news here." He goes, "So we got Mosh on." He goes, "Brian," he goes, "Do you know Mosh?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "You were his first match ever?" And he was like, "No." So then they brought me on, and I was telling Brian about the match, and he goes, "Wow." He goes, "That had to be July of '93. I go, "It was July of '93. I go, "That's exactly when it was." So the really cool part was, like, I've told you the story about Papa Shango with Godfather, how him and
Yeah.
I sat down, eventually talked about it, and I went on YouTube and brought the match up. So what I did was I went on YouTube on my phone and I found the match and I held it up to the camera like this.
Oh, and
And
you got to watch it?
we all watched it together. Yes.
Dude, that's amazing.
It was like one of those really cool moments that, like, it was just, and it was one of those organic moments that wasn't planned. It just happened. Just happened.
Send me the link to that, and I'll share it on the Mosh Sez Facebook page, because that's awesome.
I don't know if we can get to it, because I think he did it through Patreon, and I think he was charging everyone to get in. Because what he did. Oh wait, I see there's comments. Oh, Bill Garvin went to high school with me. Graduated class of '89. What's up, Bill? Oh,
hey,
comments here. Look at us learning.
Hey, Bill and I also went to different high schools together.
You did who?
Bill Garvin and I went to different high schools together.
Yes, you did. True story. What was I saying?
We were talking about the Patreon thing, but at the very least, let's get the link of your match with Adam Bomb and post it on the page.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. That's easy to do.
Here's the big thing. Here's the big thing I wanted to talk to you about today when you were getting on the horn. Because you didn't text me about it, because obviously you can't freaking text a brother. The book is off to the publisher.
Yes, the book is all 270 pages, 140,000 words. Has been, as of Saturday night, was sent off to the publisher.
And now you're just working on the post WWE stuff, huh?
Yes. So I texted him. I texted him after I sent it, and I said, "Hey, just send it over. You know, blah blah blah." Bullet pointed kind of the conversation we had, which, you know, you don't need, you know, everyone doesn't need to know about, but kind of bullet pointed it out. And he came back with, "Thank you, excited to read it, can't wait." He goes, "This week's I'm really swamped." He goes, "But as soon as I can get to it," he goes, "I promise you I'll get to it. And as soon as I'm done with it, you'll hear from me."
Hell yeah. How hard are you finding writing the post WWE stuff?
You know what? I actually was actually talking to Gab today, and I brought it up to her. It's amazing to me how easy it's coming.
Really?
Yeah, because when my contract expired, I moved to Florida in January. Contract expired in January of 2002. January of 2002 is when I moved to Florida. And then, like I said, I remember saying, "Hey, I'm going to get my real estate license," which I did. And then it started flowing of how I ended up in the copier business with the company that her dad had run. And so it's funny, because this part's very detailed. And the first part of it's very detailed because I think it needs to be, because there's a lot of explanation on how I ended up where I did, and the way, I don't want to give it all away, but the way I was being treated at her dad's company didn't really make sense to me. Like, I thought I would not so much get a little bit of favoritism, but maybe not so much favoritism, but a little more help to be successful, considering who I was going to be taken care of financially. And how they were trying to make it a point not to help me, and how with me being the way I am, going, well, you know what, I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to get through. But very detailed conversations that I had with certain people are going to be in this portion of it. And I remember it like it was night and day, and I'm going boom, 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 boom. And it's so easy. It's coming right back to me. And then from there, it'll get more spread out. Like, when we got married, and then when I had Tyler, it'll get more spread out. But this first part of it's it's the first, I guess, 3 or 4 months of me being down in Florida. It's pretty detailed, but like I said, it's coming back pretty fast, which surprises me.
That's awesome. I've been meaning to. What made you want to come to Florida? Because that was before the big influx where everybody lived in Tampa, everybody lived in Orlando. That was obviously decades before the PC and everything was down here. So what made you want to come to Florida?
So I knew I didn't like being cold. And obviously in Jersey, it got cold. I wasn't a fan of it. I knew eventually I would move to Florida. Didn't know exactly when. And I actually thought I would have ended up on the Tampa side, because that's where all the boys are at. Everyone's over in Tampa. And then Gab and I met.
So wait, hold on, Chazzer. Did you vacation down in, like, did you come down to Florida a lot prior?
Well, I came down for shows when we had shows, and
Okay.
then
Okay.
I would come down to. I'd go to Clearwater. Being a Phillies fan, I'd go to Clearwater for spring training, and just loved it. And I know
Oh.
it's warm, and I know a lot of the boys were there, and there's no state tax. Like there's a bunch of all that side of it, but I just always figured I would end up eventually moving down. But meeting Gab and her already living down here just kind of made me move down sooner than later.
Mm. See, I didn't know Gabby was from down here.
Mm-mm. The funniest part is the town I grew up in. The hospital she was born in was the town I grew up in Jersey. So her
Oh, so
dad,
she's from up north too.
yeah, her dad was. She was born up there. So her dad was from South Philly. He had a company up there, sold it, and then. But she's been down here since like 1985. So they
Oh
moved down.
wow.
They moved down when she was young.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
moved. I moved to Florida 2 years before you did. My
Oh,
family
okay.
moved down here February 18th of 2000, right in the middle of 8th grade.
Oh,
Like
the middle of the
left
school
all
year is the worst.
left all my friends behind. Like it was such a like I hated it down here, dude, when I first came down.
It's the greatest. I don't want to. We go. It's funny. We go and we do these shows in the winter in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, why? Why? Like, and they're like, oh, it's not that cold. I'm like, it's 42 degrees. Like, oh, it was 25 yesterday. I go, yeah, it was
No.
75 where I left.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and
I
the
will.
difference is you choose to live in this shitty ass weather. I chose
Bingo.
to get out of it.
Bingo. Yeah, oh, it's not that cold. It's not that cold for you. We're literally
Right.
jumping out of the pool on Christmas Day to open presents. So
Right. Yes. Exactly.
I will say this though, man. Like I there's parts of me that miss because I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is a hellhole.
Yeah. That's colder
And when
than
I
where I
tell
was.
people and yeah, and it's dangerous. And I tell people, yeah, they made a documentary show about Bridgeport called Cops. And and I guess I've romanticized it because that's where I came up from. But I'll say this: one of my bucket list. I mean, we've well established how you feel about me still being in the ring when I shouldn't be.
Well, you
But
should have
one of
never
my
been.
like bucket list. Well, then there's that. My bucket list. I really want to work a show up north, dude. Like I really want to do a show in Jersey or Connecticut or New York or something like that.
Why?
Because that's where I'm from, and folks
Okay.
I grew up with to see me.
Okay. I mean, that would be that part I get. Like, I know you follow Scotty Too Hottie, and he just went back to and Keegan's in wrestling is getting in now. But they just were
Hmm.
back in Massachusetts in Scotty's hometown. So I mean, that's got to be cool to go back to your hometown. You know, like I've gone back to the Monster Factory and done shows, which is cool. And you know, people come and watch.
See, that's
But
awesome.
to go back with your son in your hometown and do it, that I get. That I get. I mean, that'll never happen for
Yeah,
me because
that.
that'll never happen for me because Tyler's got zero interest. But still, I'm okay with that.
I can play the role of your son. This is my adopted special needs son, Simon Says, and he's very excited to be here.
he's my he's my special son. I'm gonna pet his head.
He's my special boy. He's my special boy.
You're gonna get me on the airplane early. You're gonna get me on the airplane early because I'm gonna put you in a stroller, not a wheelchair, a stroller.
Hey,
That's the key.
count
Just
me
keep your
in.
feet up. Just keep your feet up.
Count me in. I already limp my way to the front of the line at most roller coasters. So let's do it. You get a stroller as long as it's green.
Whatever works. I'll work on getting you a green one.
Man, dude. So the book is at the publisher. You've got all this social media stuff working now with the website. What aren't you doing?
Yeah, the website is up. The website's getting better. There's the website there, chazmosh.com. Yeah, so I met with the social media person again today. She's going to help me she's going to help build content for me, get things rolling. I mean, she's jacked and excited about this. So, you know, I'm doing a photo. So there's a South Florida Business and Wealth magazine is down here. And I've done stuff with them before. I'm really good friends with the person that runs it. and so they're actually bringing me in on Thursday with Amber. Amber's my dog, and we're doing a whole photo shoot with Amber, like somewhere in a wooded area with my truck, like with Amber and I in the truck. And I'm using that to push to push the book, to push the website, to push everything. So yeah, between that, push the podcast,
Dude,
anything I have going on, it's being pushed through this article.
make sure you tell them about your handsome special needs special boy. But
Yes, I'll bring
Jenny,
it'll be like this.
oh, stop it. God, I want that Popeye doll so bad, dude. But your name actually came up here at Club Says a couple days ago. Jenny, Mrs. Simon Says, sends me stuff on Instagram all the time. And a couple days ago, one of the things she stumbled upon was I don't know if it was Sports Kita or one of the big wrestling online sites had a Where Are They Now, and they spoke pretty unfavorably about a lot of the names on the list. Your name was on there and your picture, and working for Dex Imaging and all that stuff, and the transitional or the successful transition from the ring to the boardroom, and it was so dope to see you on there and see that they were actually putting you over.
Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty. I had a couple of people send it to me, and then the girl in the picture with me is actually a really good friend of mine, Vanessa, and she used to work for Gilda's Club, but she's somewhere else now. But yeah, I sent it to her, and I screenshot it, sent it to her, and I said, "Look, you finally made it."
No, that's awesome.
Because of you, I made it.
Yeah, and I finally got to look at the website. Dude, some of the pictures on the main page are so trippy. Especially there's one of you and Glenn in full headbangers regalia, but both of you guys have hair.
Oh, that's old school. That's Smoky Mountain stuff.
But it's so weird. I mean, I've seen, pictures of you in your room. Oh, there's a really dope one of a black and white picture. It looks like it was taken in the 1800s, and you're in the quintessential pro wrestling pose in a singlet, but it's you with hair.
Hold, please. I know exactly what you're talking about. This is what I call my rookie picture.
Yes, this would be on the rookie card.
Where is it? It should be right here at the top.
It's amazing.
Who was I? I was just with someone last week, and I showed him this.
But if you told me the guy in that picture wrestled a bear or wrestled Abraham Lincoln, I would believe you.
Shit, where'd it go?
But dude, fans, friends, listeners can go to chazmosh.com and see. I can say with zero hesitation, I have never taken a picture in that pose.
And there's then I got this one. That was my first championship belt I ever had.
The Spiders. Chaz, can you pull up the one of you and Glenn in the bangers skirts, but with the hair? Do you have that on there?
Ooh, I don't know if I have any of those on my phone.
No picture I've ever seen of you guys has ever tripped me up as much.
Oh, I've seen. Hold, please.
Oh, there it is, dude.
That shirt is the shirt that Cornette gave me at my first TV for Smoky Mountain.
So what year are you thinking?
Oh, that was 95-ish. Yeah, 95. And I can't, this kind of annoys me. I can't write people back on here. So people leaving comments, go ahead. Oh, look, I can show this, though. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
I can show comments. I just can't write back.
Bill Knight, the Spiders. Now, that's the fellas I knew back in the factory days. Chazzer, how long exactly were you and Uncle Glenn the Spiders?
Oh, we started as a Spider. So it was the Spiders up till we went to Smoky Mountain.
So what time span was that? Couple years? Less than that?
Oh yeah. So I started in 93. We started tagging together in November of 93. So probably a good 2 years.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And the nuns was exponentially less than that, right?
Oh, that was one match, and then we got arrested staring at the Disney store. Yes.
What?
Yeah, that's how they killed the gimmick off. Was
Oh, yeah.
they had us in New York staring in the. Oh, look at Mike! Look at this. Mike was our friend from Montreal. What up? I love this live thing. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is super dope. Maybe I'll be able to tell my two fans.
We'll have to start like making this a scheduled thing or something.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I hope it records. I don't know if it records or not, but
I think it is.
I hope so.
But if it's posted, if it's
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if it's posted on Facebook, I guess we can pull it down and save it. I don't know. Hold on. Where's it at? I mean, I'm torn on if the singlet pose should be my rookie card or if it should be this one if I can find it. I know it's on. What the hell? Wish I knew how to search by name, but I don't know what it's called.
do you have
Anyway.
do you have pictures? Well, first, did they do an official photo shoot with you guys when you guys won the tag titles at Ground Zero?
Oh yeah,
Do you have pictures from that specific shoot?
yeah. So basically, I mean, I changed the header on it, but hold on. Let me see if I have it right here or not. I just happen to have a box of pictures sitting right here because I'm redoing all this.
Nice.
That's not it. You want a lowdown picture that I
Oh,
only signed by me?
that's awesome.
You want a senior year picture? Oh, here,
There's the
baby
rookie picture.
You want a baby picture of me?
Oh my God.
Here, there's this one.
God, you are yoked in that picture, dude.
Where is this? Was our first WWF picture ever.
Wow.
No tattoos. I don't have it right here.
Now, was it the Fed that told you guys to get tatted up, Chaz, or was that a personal decision?
No, personal decision. They actually actually Cornette told us like you don't have to get piercings, you don't have to have tattoos. Now we already had a couple of tattoos, but just went and got more.
Because I know I just watched an interview with Taker how he got reamed out by Vince when he got his tattoos, but with you
So
guys, I'm sure they encouraged it.
that's kind of our first ones with the belts, but the headbangers writing has just been like photoshopped on the page.
Now, is that from that night you won them?
Well,
That's
the next
awesome.
day, yeah. The next day.
Mm.
The next day. What was it like working with Tiger Ali Singh? That's a totally different day. We don't have time to make up for that. Oh, this is cool, but I don't see it happening.
I see it happening, and I know I'm biased, but I mean, Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame, pal.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
You guys are. See what I say?
Yeah. I don't know. You know how I am. I don't think of things that way.
I do. That's why I should be your business manager too. Aside from being the unofficial third headbanger, Simon Says for Chaz's agent, dude, you should print those rookie pictures. They would sell like hotcakes.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn this off now. to get it down. I don't know. I have no idea.
But still, that's dope. Carl and Bill and Mike and all you guys, thanks for contributing to the comments, guys. This is
You want to
awesome.
talk old school? You ready for this? Eric Steinberg. I did work at Sam's Club in Delran, New Jersey.
Is this the same location from the douchebag manager with the TVs?
Yes, 100%. Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up and remembered that. Yes, that's where Gary worked.
That's
Gary
awesome.
What's
all Gary up to these days? Can we get him as a guest on the podcast?
Probably gay porn.
God.
Is that bad? Yeah, so this is cool. Listen, this was a good little test run we did.
I liked it. Thank you to everybody who contributed and engaged, man. That was awesome.
So we have, can you see like the viewers and stuff or no on your screen?
No, not on my end.
So we have 7 viewers. I'll take it. But we have 13 reactions with
dude, especially for not having promoted it ahead of time, just doing it off the fly.
We talked about it the other day, like promoting it to do it, but I was like, screw it, let's just try it out. And yeah, no, I like this. So those of you here that didn't see it, we are sponsored by Dubby. Dubby energy drink, jitter free. It's coffee fruit extract. It's all natural. It's got all kinds of great stuff in it, and it's simply delicious. Simply tremendously delicious, right, Simon?
A simply tremendous drink.
Anytime we can get an STD comment in, I like it. I'm all for it.
Hey, there it is.
I'm all for it. Yeah, so there's so much more to talk about. Like, as you know, I was at the Performance Center last week. The reason I wasn't able to get with you on Thursday, and you'll appreciate this, I got a text from a certain someone that said, hey, what are you up to tonight? And I said, well, I'm here now and I have open ring from 4 to 6. I said, I was planning on trying to get together with Simon to do a thing. And he goes, okay, never mind. And I go, why? What's up? And this person said to me, well, your hotel room has a kitchen, correct? And I said, yeah. He goes, I was going to bring steaks over and cook steak for dinner. Do you think I was telling Tyler no?
No, I can't blame you.
Tyler came over with these giant strip steaks. I'm talking, they had to be about that big, that long, and they were probably that thick.
That's amazing.
He brought them over. He went and bought them, brought them over. He goes, you got to open the windows. I'm like, okay, why? He goes, it's going to get smoky in here because he cooks them on the pan. Basically, he just, and he's all into, I told you this before, he's all natural. So it's all like grass-fed. Yeah. It's all grass-fed food, grass-fed butter. So basically, he took a thing of butter, threw it in the pan, fried them up, and some seasoning on it. There was so much smoke, the smoke detector went off in the room. I called downstairs, and I'm like, hey, the smoke detector went off. I want to let you know that I'm cooking. That's why, because, I didn't know if, like, all of a sudden the sprinklers would come on or if the fire department would show up. I'm in a hotel. I'm like, I didn't know. But it was no big deal. And I stood there with a pillow like this, like trying to stand it away. But yeah, he came over and dude, I'm telling you, this steak was so good, you would have thought it came from a restaurant.
That's amazing.
And he sliced it all up and then he puts it down on the plate and he puts down and I go to grab a fork and he goes, what are you doing? I go, well, I'm grabbing a fork. He goes, no. This is steak you eat with your fingers. And I went, okay.
Whoa.
So we sat there with our fingers and we ate the steak, dude. I'm telling you, it was so freaking good. I was shocked. I was shocked at how good it was.
Well, now tell Tyler that now he's got heat with me for not bringing one for me.
So next time, have you over so you can have some also.
I want some finger steaks as well.
It was good. Finger steak. Yes.
Dude, damn. And now I want steak. So thanks for that. I got to go do trivia and I'm not going to get any steak anytime soon.
Well, listen, you got a crowd there. Tell someone you need steak to go do it. Put it out there now. I'm on my way to trivia. I need steak. Someone please bring me steak.
If anyone watching this is coming to the Aloma Bowling Center tonight for Simon Time Trivia and you bring me steak, I will give you bonus points.
Listen, you got a group chat or a Facebook page for that, don't you, for your trivia?
I do.
Send it out. I'm telling you, someone will bring it.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing.
and offer him bonus points.
God, that would be amazing. That would make my freaking day.
Listen, you won't get unless you ask, right?
That's right, the squeaky wheel.
Right. So,
But
and
hey,
if no one brings you steak, then you're just a miserable prick to everybody all night.
Why is Simon in such a bad mood?
Hold on, watch this. You ready? Have a VHS recording. Guess what I have sitting right here? A VHS tape. You know what this VHS tape is?
Sex tape. Oh.
Could you see it?
Yeah.
That's all four
Dude,
vignettes of Holy Beaver cleavage.
That is dope as hell. We need to get that digitally transferred so we can share it on the page.
I'm working on that. That'll be next. I'm working on that. So there's a lot working. There's a lot going on. It's just it's trying to figure it all in. Plus, do my my real job at Dex Imaging, pimping copiers, printers. Somehow,
yeah. And now that you've got your minions brewing underneath you, the team that you're putting together.
Hold on, whoa, hold on a second. I got a showstopper here. Harold was your dad? That's amazing. We used to go out on his farm. Harold was to set up the ring. He would drive the ring around for Smoky Mountain. And he had a farm with horses. We'd go out and ride horses on our days off. And I kid you not, one day I'm riding. I'm like, no idea what I'm doing. And I'm like, faster, faster, faster. And that horse decided to stop. There's no seatbelt on a horse.
Oh, my God.
If there was a windshield, I would have went right through that bitch.
Did you flip bump?
I don't remember.
That's bad. That's bad that you don't remember the landing.
Yeah, I may have rolled. I may have tried to turn it into a roll.
Oh.
Yeah, I may have tried to turn it into a roll.
Well, I do want to catch up with you next time we sit down to record.
I
don't know how much you can give away, but I do want to ask about the Performance Center trip this time.
I can give you a little bit of info. I mean, I'm not going to dive into details. I don't know if I'll leave it as say it's a teaser, but I was fortunate enough to shadow and kind of co-produce, I guess, a match with Carino last week, which was
nice. For TV.
Yes,
nice.
Last Tuesday.
Because you were filling in for someone too, right? Someone was out of town, and you were like legit.
I was filling in for Terry Taylor. Terry Taylor was on vacation, so I got to take his spot and run the class, and it was amazing. We worked on details. I'm very detailed.
Awesome.
So we worked on small details, little things here and there to work on and get better at, which I can get into more later. Like I can talk about that. It's no big deal. And then I was fortunate enough to. Because I don't know if you watched LFG, if you saw the finals the other night. Well, they're already like weeks into season 2.
Oh, shoot.
I didn't know either. So it was great. Like I got to see your best friend Bubba. I hung out with him. I had some very interesting conversations with Taker, which was great. Got to work with him on a match. So I got to produce a couple of LFG matches, which after they air, I'll talk about them more. I got to produce a couple of LFG matches, which was I love that part of it because it's just being in the ring. I like, but producing matches and watching it come to life, especially when these kids. You tell them these kids they're so athletic, they're so smart, they're sponges, they want to get better. And they can go through all the movements. And what I was trying to get through to everyone last week was anybody can do moves. You can sit there and do moves, but it doesn't mean anything. It's the timing of the moves, the pause in between the moves, the facial reactions, how you sell it. It's all of that. That's what makes it real. And that's not real, but that's what makes it comes to life. That's how a match comes to life when you tell the story through your emotions. And I actually made them do a drill. You'll love this. There was one day they weren't allowed to throw any punches. And then the next day
I had them do another drill.
and I had them working, I said, the only time you're allowed to speak and use any kind of verbal communication is if you're calling a spot. Selling, no grunting, no no oomph, no nothing. It was dead silent. All you heard was bumps. It was dead silence. But it was amazing. It worked out so well. It was amazing.
Wow, I've never heard of a drill like that.
Think about it. How else are you going to sell if you can't go, shit, my head, my arm? How else do you sell?
Yeah.
Facials and body language.
I love that.
So it worked out really well, and it actually helps everyone slow down. Like it was good. But my point of all that was working with them, showing them these little details, and then watching them go out and actually do it. And then in open ring, there was a few people I helped with different moves that they were trying to figure out. And then I produced a couple matches at the live show Friday night in Lakeland. And to watch them go out there and figure it out, what we went through, and actually pull it off. I mean, you get goosebumps watching it.
Yeah.
And they come back and they're so excited. Like, did you see it? Did you see it? I did it. I'm like, yeah, it was amazing. Like that's what I love about it.
Kind of makes you feel like a proud papa, huh?
Yes, yeah. So
That's
I talked to D'Lo last week, and we were talking about this, and D'Lo summed it up perfectly. He goes, "It's like taking the training wheels off your kid's bike and watching him ride off into the sunset."
No, that's beautiful. I love that.
So with that, riding off to the sunset, I think that's the perfect segue to get out of here, because I know you got to go do trivia. But everyone on here, I appreciate you guys. Next time we'll try to give everyone a little more notice. Maybe we're up to 11 people and 20.
Dude, awesome. Guys, everybody that's taking the time to engage with us on this impromptu live conversations with Mosh and Sez, thank you so much. We're going to be doing this a lot more often. Chaz is constantly spinning the wheel of updating his engagement with social media. Check out chazmosh.com. Stay tuned for updates on the book. Don't forget the dope-ass shirt. Don't forget to check out dubby.com. Use the promo code ChazMosh to get 10% off. And if you have not done so already, if you are late to the party, WWE 2K, get yourself the Headbangers DLC pack. Get yourself the Ringside Collectibles exclusive 2-pack of the Mattel figures of the Headbangers, baby. So dope.
I got a glare down here. I got to get rid of the glare. Yeah, so perfect. Appreciate everybody. Amanda, you are 100% correct. Real men wear skirts. And we're out of here now. Peace out.
Deuces.